Hello everyone, my name is Kamal Hassan, and today I will be presenting about the measurement that could be taken as the organization is implementing a, an information security management system. The topic that we'll be discussing is the establishment and the maintain of the system, the monitor and the review of this information security management system, testing of the solution, the monitoring of organizational IT infrastructure, then the develop and implement of business continuity response. In addition to the strategy for protecting against malware, managing network and connectivity and security aspects, monitoring the infrastructure for security related events, and lastly the effect of the organizational leaders in, in enabling this security system. So the establish and maintain of information security system is all about securing the data and the information and the resources of the organization. And when implementing those measures, the organization establish precise components such as security policies, processes, procedures, organizational structure, and corporate culture, plus aligning the software and hardware functions based on the business strategy. And the ISO 2701 standard is established based on a cycle of 4 items: plan, do, check, and act. And always the check is about when testing or noticing any updates, apply those updates and act accordingly. That's plus risk assessment, risk treatment, the accepted level of failure, plus communication and risk monitoring review. The monitoring and the review of the information system, information security and management system, is about monitoring and reviewing the system aspect related to risk assessment, and usually one of the famous model quantitative approach that's used is to calculate the annualized loss expectancy, and usually this amount is to estimate the monetary expected level per year, and it's the product of the multiplication of a single loss expectancy and the annual rate of occurrence are when multiply those two values, we will generate the annual loss expectancy value, and usually is in a dollar amount. Testing the IT solution is very important before and after the implementation. That will ensure that the investment of implementing such kind of system is profitable for the organization, and usually providers provide a software for testing, and that testing needs to be done with a real world environment. The monitoring of IT infrastructure is all about addressing the need for monitoring the IT infrastructure, that by select a tool based on required function, and thus function is always aligned with the business determined need. That plus ensuring higher level of performance. Develop and implement a business continuity response. It has four items. The first two are initiation and requirement and strategy. Requirement and strategy includes three major stages, which is the establishment of business impact analysis, second, risk assessment establishment, and lastly, determining the details about the business continuity strategy. The other two parts are the implementation and the operation management. The implementation include establishment of incident response and disaster recovery, plus business continuity, details plan, and policies. That plus operation management, the operation management including evaluating the entire resources for the company. That include the network, the devices, the storage, the software and hardware of the entire system. Protecting against malware, usually such kind of efforts start at the network gate, which is the first target for attackers. So protecting the network will ensure that the resources are protected. And actually, the monitoring for that protection should be continuing, always, like monitoring 24/7, plus assigning or designating a team for such kind of monitoring for the network and other resources. So one thing to pay attention to is the usage of the virtual private network, the VPN, which has proven a higher level of success protecting the access to the organizational network. That plus equip with all resources for optimizing, controlling, and securing the network infrastructure. That also the organization needs to focus on analyzing the data log, and those logs usually contains a pattern for the attack incidents, plus establishing security policy violation strategy, plus monitoring the incoming and outgoing traffics. Lastly, the corporate executive must review, agree, and sign off all the items related to the new system policies, with continual monitoring and updating those policies as needed. That plus assuring the availability of resources such as finance, like money in case it's needed, or IT infrastructure, plus manpower. And manpower here includes training programs and everything. So with that concludes my presentation for today. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.